Good morning everyone. My name is Palak Saxena and I am teaching in Aster International as TGT English teacher. I am going to take your online classes of English literature and I hope under my guidance you all will be able to study better, and in case of any query you can always feel free to contact me. Thank you.
Good morning children. Today we are going to start the first chapter of English literature, which is Attila. Now you are going to enjoy this chapter because it is related to the story of a dog. So my first question to each and everyone watching this video will be, do you like pets? Do you like to have some pets like dog, cat or whichever pet you like? And if you really like pets, then what are the qualities that you want to have in your pets? When you watch this video, please answer the form of question first. Thank you. Now students, the story starts with a family who has mainly three characters: mother, eldest son and the youngest son. Now the family is planning to buy a dog that should be a formidable dog. Now what does the meaning of formidable? Formidable means a dog who is strong enough to protect the family. Because why do we keep pets? First, some of us are fond of it, and the second reason is mostly because of the security reasons. We keep dogs in our home because they are considered to be one of the most faithful and honest living beings. Now similarly, this family thought of keeping a dog at home. Now children, as you know, if a new member enters in your family, what is the first thing you do? You give that person a name. So now when they got this puppy, first question that arrived in everybody's mind was, what name should we give? Now there were some stupid names that were coming into the mind. Somebody said, give the name Tiger. Somebody said, give the name Thunder. Somebody said, why not Caesar? And somebody even said, why not Census? Now the family started making fun of these names. They said, do you really want to keep these kind of names? Then out of nowhere somebody said, why not Attila? Now children, this name was given on the name of Scourge of Europe. There was a man in Europe who was very bad and harsh. He used to ill-treat people. He used to be very stubborn. He used to be very rude. So the intention of keeping this Attila name was, if we keep Attila name, maybe the dog will start behaving like Attila. Now you tell me one thing. You must have heard of the statement that your name reflects your personality and vice versa. Whatever name you have, that can be interpreted through your personality. So similarly, the family thought that what if we give this name, maybe he will start behaving as Scourge of Europe. And if he does behave like that, we all will be safe because he is going to be very rude. But unfortunately children, what happened? Attila showed some signs of humanity. He was not rude, he was rather very soft. He showed signs of humanity. He received postmen very warmly. If somebody used to come at home, he used to welcome all the people. And what do usually dogs do? They shout, they bark, they try to threaten the person. But this dog Attila, he has the opposite behavior. He was very calm, he was very sweet, he never used to bark on anyone. And most tragedy thing in the family was that if someone used to come at the gate, he used to rush after them. So the people used to get scared. But do you know why he used to go and rush for them? Because he wanted them to pamper him. The dog wanted the people to pamper him and he was not going to bark on them. So looking on all these aspects, when the family started observing that Attila is showing the signs of humanity, he is rather welcoming the postman. Now the mother questioned, do you think this dog is good for us? He is just useless. Why are you keeping him here? Because he is just welcoming the people. The day is not far when the burglar is thief. The burglars will come here and they will take all the money and the jewelry. So we need to find a solution to this problem. Now the another chapter, the remaining chapter, I will be explaining in the next video. Thank you. Now students, contrary to what mother said, the youngest child, the youngest son, if you can see here, he was the defender of the dog. Defender means he used to support, he used to highlight the positives of the dog. Even after knowing that he is doing nothing, this youngest son was the defender. So he used to defend him again and again. Now with the pass of time, with time passing, the family realized that this dog is of no use. So one day the mother said, instead of Attila, you keep the name as a blind worm, because he just behaves as if he is blind and he eats like an elephant, and rather he is consuming the money of 2 watchmen. If I employ 2 people, it is the same cost. For that we have brought this Attila. So I am not happy with his behavior. But the youngest boy still kept defending the Attila. Now the story, there is something very interesting that happens in the story. One day what happens, a thief whose name was Ranga, he was actually a gang bully. He comes into the home and he starts stealing the jewelry and the money. Now the most interesting thing is, Attila saw that the thief has entered, but he is sitting calmly. He didn't object. Now when the thief was about to leave, he came close, Attila came close to the thief and he asked him to pat on his head so that he can feel loved. Now the burglar was confused. What kind of a dog is it? Then the burglar asked, I'm sure you're not going to bark? Attila said, yes, I'm not that kind of a dog. I can rather come and follow you. So interestingly, when the burglar took all the money with him, he opened the gate, he left the house. The most shocking thing was, even Attila followed him. He left the house. The same house who has kept him as a pet, the same house in which the youngest son was the biggest defender, he left everybody and he followed the streets with Ranga, and he became Ranga's best and loyal friend. Now children, why did he leave on the streets? Probably because Attila always wanted to move outside. He did not want to be restricted. He wanted to roam on the roads, he wanted to roam on the street. Now finally, when Ranga and Attila were together, they started staying together. But with passing time, even Ranga was annoyed because Attila never used to leave him. He used to consider Ranga as his best friend. Wherever Ranga used to go, Attila used to follow him. Now Ranga started becoming annoyed and he started ignoring Attila. Now another day, another instance, what happened was, one morning Ranga and Attila were moving on the streets searching for something. Then this eldest son saw Ranga and he recognized that probably this is the thief who had stolen our jewelry. So the eldest son shouted, "Hey man, wait, I got you." And when he shouted, the Ranga understood that he has been caught. So he started running faster and faster. Now watching Ranga move, even Attila started following him faster and faster. Attila started running. Now here was Ranga, here was Attila, and here was the eldest son. Now it became a chain. Now why was Ranga running? Because he had to escape from the eldest son. And why was Attila running after Ranga? Because he did not want to lose his owner. He did not want to stay away from his owner. Ranga and Attila were best friends. So now it was a chain. But Ranga was a fast running dog. He ran so fast that he actually came across, he actually came above, in the front of Ranga, and then both of them collided and then they fell. Now Ranga was on the floor, the eldest son saw Ranga, he caught hold of him and he called the police. Now children, the twist of the story. Actually Ranga was running to be with Attila was running to be with Ranga. He wanted to be close to his owner. But what did the eldest son thought? That Attila was running to catch Ranga, which was not true. He was not running to catch him, he was rather running to be with him. So very surprisingly, Again, the same Attila, who was not liked by the family, who was disowned by the family, became the hero, like the Scourge of Europe. So the family started treating Attila as a hero, and they rather called him a detective. They thought that Attila was following Ranga so that he could catch hold of him. But this was not true. So this is the story of Attila, how his stupidity actually turned into a mastery and people considered him as a hero. Thank you.